This time I'm trying not to be late. But since Overwatch has experienced a resurgence, that got me motivated. The same can be said for Marvel Rivals and Fortnite. That's a topic for another day, But that's not why you're here. Time to get this out of the way now. So welcome. I'm MegamanNG. This is my monthly channel update for March 2026. I'm hoping that this is the last time I make them late, because sadly the push forward we had went down. Way down. We're pushing into Freefall and I don't like it. I'm going to explain everything, so you better listen up. This is important. Let's get on with this, shall we? This gets repetitive, but I'm going to say it anyway. Want me to keep making content on YouTube? Then you better show your support. If you enjoy what I do here on YouTube, please be sure to do these 6 simple things. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hype, click the bell. Why did I add this? Because hyping my videos can help give it even further reach. Besides, I want this channel to grow. I don't want it to die. I keep saying it every month, and I'm gonna keep at it, believe me. As of this update, I have now 46,330 subscribers. Growing on YouTube is still a pain in the ass. And it also doesn't help that the month of February was bad. Seriously, it was bad. If you think I'm kidding, then you should be seeing this. What happened? What the hell happened? February felt like a drop-off compared to January. It was a major drop-off at that. Not just in terms of viewership, but everything. Comments, subscribers, everything. Anyway, 75% of our watch time for February has been from non-subscribers. And the rest, you guys already know. I'm not a fan of how YouTube continues to screw creators over, so I'll say it straight. If you watch what I do, but you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. This takes 2 seconds of your time. It helps me out and helps me grow on this platform. That, and I can continue to do this. As I said, 2026 will mark my 20th year on YouTube, but the truth is, I don't know if I'll ever keep on going. Which is why your support matters. Seriously, it does. I'm starting things off with real talk because let's face it, this has gnawed at me for a while. Want to know what it's about? It's this. My topic for real talk is as follows. Enjoy what you want without regret. Basically, there was this Twitter user named ya boy Gold N, who by the way is a Sonic tuber, and I hate these kinds with a passion, who went about and said something like this. Yes, I'm posting the screenshot for it because I'll let that speak for me. Yes, I reviewed Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1 and I have to review the sequels. The issue is the fact that this guy can't tell the difference between fiction and reality. It ain't just him though. Several others think so too, to the point where they accuse me of being a certain P word. I can't even say it without having this video be age restricted. I simply responded to them by asking for proof. They didn't give me any proof. They just kept on going, saying things that I can't even say here on this video. But if you've seen these, then you can pretty much tell what I have to contend with. Tourists. Tourists that think that fiction equals reality when it flat out doesn't. They're insane. Flat out. It got to the point that I had to block some people on Twitter. Yeah, there's only so much I can tolerate, But it also motivated me to make a post of my own. I did that, and the response that I got was incredible. Simply incredible. That brought a smile to my face, knowing that I can enjoy what I want without any regret. The point is simply this. Enjoy what you want. If there are people that judge what you enjoy, ignore them. They aren't worth your time. Share the love with those who are willing to give you a chance. Why else do you think I want to do more Neptunia here on YouTube? Why else? Because I want to share the love with you all. To prove it, here is my entire collection of Neptunia games, and I mean a whole lot. First are the PS3 Neptunia games, aka the original Neptunia trilogy. I'm currently going through the first game, but I promise that I will see everything through. And yes, I'm going to platinum all 3. The second is my Switch Rebirth trilogy. It's in 2 columns. The one on the left side all the way down is from Asia English. Shout out to East Asia Soft. and the other is in Japanese. Yes, I went that far because remember, the original release for the Rebirth trilogy was canceled by NOA and NOE because the games violate content guidelines, which is bullshit. Truth is, I have a theory, but I ain't saying it here. Next up is my digital PS4 collection, and there's a lot. Some I bought, some I got from Iffy. But you know that I will be covering some of these. Last but not least is my Switch digital collection. Yeah, you know me. I would go that far, but I wish that NOA weren't such goddamn hypocrites. But since I'm being really generous, I'm adding one more to the mix. My physical Neptunia collection on the PS Vita. I actually went as far as to get the games on the Vita, despite the fact that I did get them digitally. You may have noticed that one is missing. Neptunia Rebirth 3 V Generation. It's on my Vita currently, and I'm also working on trying to get the Platinum Trophy for it. Wish me luck with that. So you can probably guess that I really like the series, huh? Yeah, I want to share that love with everyone. It's a pity that I also have to contend with people who think that they are part of something worse. Part of a word that has been watered down severely to the point that it's just messed up. I'm ending it with this. To ya boy Gold N, you accuse me of something very serious without any evidence. Evidence is everything in a court of law. I have to wonder if someone like you has something to hide. So I'll end it with this. Be very careful who you accuse on the internet. Because without evidence, you have no case. And honestly, maybe we should take a look at what's on your hard drive, buddy. Also, I hate Sonic tubers. I hate them with a passion. With the real talk out of the way, time to focus on the main issue at hand. Here's what we've done for the month of February 2026. First is the post-game for Dragon Quest II, part of 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake. I want to make sure I see this through. I've neglected it for too long that I legit had no other option. Seriously, I did. So I did get it done and then some. If you know me, I'm the kind of guy that would overlevel to the point where I would wipe the floor off my opposition. I did that and it paid off. So I got to complete the Erdrick trilogy in its entirety, starting with DQ3. I regret not doing this sooner, but when you're only one person who can only do so much, what can you do? But I'm thankful that with me completing the post-game for DQ2, the entirety of the Erdrick trilogy is finally over. Thank God for it. Next up is DQ7 Reimagined. You guys know that I had to play the game early, and I did. I spent $75 to get the Switch 1 Digital Deluxe Edition. And the good news is that I did. I was able to get it 2 days early, and I was able to continue. Fortunately, I'm still going. Seriously, I still am. And I won't stop until I see this journey reach its end. But when I did continue from the demo, I feel that this is a bit more streamlined. Not to mention a bit hand-holding. I don't know why, but as much as I like the moonlighting that this version has when it comes to the vocations, I prefer the 3DS version where you keep all your spells and abilities from mastered basic vocations. I still got a ways to go, and it's going to be interesting. Next up is Nioh 3. I want to thank Koei Tecmo for giving me the opportunity to play this game. I'm making a lot of progress with it, but I swear this game is kicking my butt. I'm not kidding. It was annoying, but as I always say, I'm getting it done. I have made a lot of progress, and as of now, I'm in the era of Bakumatsu in 1864. Not only that, but I'm also going to work to get the platinum for the game. Once I get the platinum, that's when I'm done. But I had fun with it. I just only wish you guys showed your support for it because I know these games do not do well. But to me, it don't matter. I still enjoy them all the same, whether it be Nioh, Sekiro, Tsushima, you name it. Last but not least is Pokemon Fire Red. This happened near the end of February. Yes, Pokemon Fire Red. I am surprised that Nintendo did this to celebrate Pokemon's 30th anniversary. But if you know me, I always get it done. At the time of this update, I've gotten 7 badges, and I'm now at 1 island. And I have a team capable of getting it all done. I even bought Leaf Green, but I'm going to have my own team with its own strategy. That and I need to trade Pokemon to complete the Pokedex. That's it for what I've done for the month of February. It ain't much, but let's get on to what's yet to come for the current month. March. We're already 3 months in, and you know I really suck at doing all this. Seriously. But regardless, I gotta make sure you all know what's yet to come here. First is DQ7 Reimagined. At the time of this video, I'm at part 30, having completed the storyline in Nioh's Veil in the past. I'll return back to it, but given that I'm doing 2 other games, yeah, it's going to be quite the ride. But I'm having fun with it. Seriously, I am. I will return back to it once I get either Nioh 3 or Fire Red done. When that happens, expect me to see it all through. Speaking of which, Nioh 3 is next. At the time of this update, I'm at Bakumatsu. Essentially, I'm near the end, as I need to make sure I see it all through. I keep saying it, but you kind of get the point. Trying to get every area in level 4 is not an easy task, especially when you want to find every nook and cranny. But at least once I beat the game, I will make sure to go through the remaining trophies until I get the platinum. Once the platinum is obtained, then I will be flat out done with Nioh 3. But it will probably inspire me to get the platinum for Nioh 1 and 2, who's to say. Last up is Pokemon Fire Red. I'm making so much progress in Fire Red that you could say I'm seeing it all through. However, I will have to grind up to prepare for the end. As mentioned earlier, I've taken down Blaine and gotten 7 badges. Now I am at one island part of the Sevi Isles. Once I take care of things in some of the islands, I have to return back to get the Earth badge. Then the Pokemon League. You guys know what's going to happen next. Yep. I hope you all be there for when it eventually does happen. That's pretty much my plans for the month of March. Just remember that things can change on a whim. All I ask is for patience and nothing else. Besides, my backlog isn't going to empty itself. So yeah, I made a post about this, but I may as well talk about it here. A week or so ago, I made a poll wondering if I should do a fundraiser for the Nintendo Switch 2. To my surprise, you all said yes. But here's the thing. I'm on the fence. On the fence given the recent news that I just found out. Essentially, Nintendo has decided to file a lawsuit against the US presidency in relation to tariffs. I legit don't have the words. That's all I will say about it. Point is, there really isn't much reason to get a Nintendo Switch 2. Sure, I can enjoy having a better console and all, but what would be the point? There really isn't much. Besides, I gotta hold off on it for a good reason. Essentially, ever since an incident where I had to do a clean install of the NVIDIA GeForce driver, all it has done is made me really conflicted. I need to have a backup plan. Something tells me that I need to if I'm going to ensure my laptop is working and able. Not the best decision I want to make, but it's necessary. Seriously, it is. I already have money aside so I can be able to get the post-warranty plan once the factory warranty expires. But in addition, I gotta make sure I have my antivirus extended as well. The good news is that I can get it by buying one on Amazon at a good price. If I can get it at a good price, which I was able to find it, boom, done. I always prepare for every eventuality. Always have, always will. So yeah, once I take care of everything, then I'll focus on saving up to get the Nintendo Switch 2. I should mention that if you want to help, donate at my PayPal. Of course, it's all going to lead to the next chapter. Yeah, haven't done an update like this, so I got to get it out of the way. Playthrough requests haven't changed, but I haven't gotten to work on it. You guys know that they are still open, and if you want your own, please donate to my PayPal. All the information is in the description below. Of course, since I am doing a fundraiser for a Switch 2, I can do game requests in exchange. Just remember that when I get things done, I always get it done. I always do. Do you think I'm kidding? Check out the games that I've already done so far as requests. Neptune Cross Senran Kagura Ninja Wars, Okami HD, Captain Blood, the Gex Trilogy, Princess Peach Showtime, and soon Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Alienation, Doom 2016, and so many others. Trust me, when I get it done, I always get it done. Always have, always will. If you want to prove me wrong, donate and I'll do it. I will get it done, believe me. Since I made this sure that the script is done this time, it's all set. I know you all will get it and then some, but as I said, from this moment on, all my updates will be up on the 10th of every month. But I won't lie, I prefer to have them on day one, but this is what I get for having them do them late when you have other priorities and everything. I have Nioh 3, DQ7 Reimagined, and Fire Red to work on. I will get them all done and then some. Wish me luck, you hear? Because that's all that matters. If you enjoyed this video, or any of the content I make here, please be sure to do these 6 simple things. Please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, hype, and click the bell. All of it helps a lot, especially if you hype my videos. What really sucks is that you can only hype my videos 3 times a week, and that's dumb. Dumb as hell. That needs to be corrected. Anyway, do you want to be even more awesome? Please consider becoming a channel member. For $5 a month, you can support my channel directly, and you'll get shoutouts at the end of every video I upload. I kid you not. As of this video, we have 4 members. 3 silver, 1 gold. A big improvement. If we can at least have 8 members, then I can shout you all out on my main channel page. But if you can't, you can always donate to my PayPal. Playthrough requests are still open, and anyone that donates will get priority. Please be sure to read all the info in the description. I always say it every time, and I'm going to keep on saying it again. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. This time, April's update will not be late. There is no excuse.